Hey everyone, I'm Assistant4 here. Today, we're going to continue on some more Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled Adventure World on Classic from the Sony PlayStation 4. Now, we're here for Citadel City, the last hub world we have left to discover in the game. And this area is nothing short of beautiful, let me tell you. Like, it was already pretty beautiful when we're considering like what it looked like in the original. But looking at this with the tent and everything, oh my gosh. Alright, but enough gawking, because we still gotta beat this. With that being said, let's get started. And I believe this is Cortex Castle, yeah. So let's get started, but most importantly, let's get I can't believe it. I'm gonna be not the first, not the last, and most certainly not the only one mentioning this. But what in the actual heck did I just read within this weekend? So, believe it or not, I did take a bit of a weekend off from recording, and I did want to just like step away from everything for a bit. Come to hear about something about, oh my gosh, about Toys for Bob apparently, Toys for Bob apparently having some people working out on, working for like the new season of Call of Duty Warzone. Which, I heard that game's kind of thriving right now, so congrats to them, congrats to the team that it's on now. But, like, it seems like it's actually going to be pretty good for the future Call of Duty in terms of, series growth. With that being said, the idea that I just woke up to what seems like most of the people who worked on the game, like their contracts pretty much expired, like all the not freelancers so to speak, but well, I think they're freelancers. I don't know. Like all the people who worked on the more creative on the creative portions of Crash, like Crash 4 and then Spiral Reignited trilogy, ended up just essentially leaving the team because they finished up. And it's like, bruh. So I'm not going to immediately jump on this and say that like this is the end for Crash again. But the thing is, and I need people to and I definitely need people who joined into the Crash series via the Renaissance era to realize this. This is not the first time something like this has happened. Because remember, there used to be a whole slew of different games via like Universal Studios' name on it. Freaking, of course, like Naughty Dog and everyone involved in there, Traveler's Tales, and all this stuff. But then, once Activision stepped in, within the likes of like Universal Studios, we ended up getting the what did I call it? Not Radical Entertainment era, but actually no, pretty much Radical Entertainment era games. And you know what happened afterwards? Nothing. We had nothing until we got to the point of 2016 where we had the E3 announcement for Crash Insane Trilogy. So, if you're seeing a lot of people freaking out about this, do remember that it's because of a past incident that's similar to what's going on right now. It's not necessarily immediately an over-exaggeration of sorts.
Congratulations, you win a trophy.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention the podium too. The podium is exquisite with the way it looks. Like, look at it. Look at it. Like, you get the cages in here with, I believe that was chicken. Yeah, a gigantic chicken. And not just one, but wait, there's another cage. I saw another cage around here. I could have sworn I saw another cage. Hold on. Alright, but anyway. Let's continue onwards with Hot Air Skyway. It's not open. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have to do. Oh, my least favorite course in the game. Oh my gosh, here we go. But yeah, back on the thing about Toys for Bob though. The other thing is, I wonder what it was going to be like with the fact that Spyro still hasn't gotten any kind of like new game or anything like that. Remember, Crash has had the Insane Trilogy, this game, Crash Bandicoot Nitro-Fueled, and Crash 4. A remake, a single player, a multiplayer, both of which are remakes, and a new game. Meanwhile, Spyro has only gotten the Reignited Trilogy. Now, that's not to say that there's no chance that something could be worked on as we're doing this right now. Obviously, that's not always the case. My thing is, just the fact that this is coming out means that there's a chance that we might have to wait a little bit. Either wait a little bit before we get more information on this stuff, or maybe there'll be a different team involved. Either way, with the people that are on Spyro, I gotta say this. Like, you guys know how really tough it was. The exact, if not more than it was for Crash. If not more. Because, like, you guys also had Spyro only in the form of Skylanders. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started on those. Woo boy. Like, no, that's nothing to say on the quality of Skylanders itself, but it's the fact that Spyro became pretty much tied to that series, and it's just like, yeah. Not to mention the look himself, but we're not gonna go there. My point is that if we manage to just barely hang on this one, we could stay strong on this again. So, that's pretty much all I'm saying. Like, it's a bit of an inconvenience for sure. It may suck to see that way, but chances are there could be another team that works on the games anyway. But there's also a much bigger problem with all this being said too. I won't mention it in this video, but I feel like it's something I should probably address in an entirely separate video than this. If you do know what I'm talking about, then hit me up and we can try talking about this. If not, then we're just gonna have to move this over to a different video. Point is, it's just something that just needs to at least be brought into the light, if not already. With that being said, we are done with this god-awful course for now. Because we still have to do this again for the tokens and relics.
Congratulations, you win a trophy.
Okay, now we can go in the hotter skyway. But yeah, basically to summarize, we have the people that worked on Reignited and Crash 4 moved over to Call of Duty to help production in one of the seasons. Oh frick. This could mean that like there's a bit of a delay with this stuff, if not someone else is working on it, and I want to believe that like with how much attention's been generated with Crash and Spyro, that they're gonna at least try to get either another team or just, you know, keep the thing going. They're not just gonna stop it. But just remember that if people are acting the way they are, it's because of what's happened before. And we've seen this before. They said the same things before. And look what ended up happening within that period of time. Exactly. But, you know, it's not the end. That's pretty much all. That's my only take on it. It's not the end. A bit more patience is needed, but otherwise this ain't it. Then again, when it came to like their statements, like when it came to CTR, and this is also something that doesn't help their case. When it came to CTR, they were talking about how they're gonna have like mad amounts of updates and like continuing onwards, even though the Grand Prix finished. They only had one in, and that's it. And you wanna know what happened with that? Phoenix ended up becoming one of the big teams involved in Call of Duty, funnily enough. So, again, just another bit of evidence that like people are worried for the right reasons. With that being said, something I'm looking forward to that's related to Crash, but is more so about Crash on the Run, is that we're finally getting onto a new season. And funnily enough, this one's based on the events of Crash 4 with the two entropies. Well, there could be two Taunas. We don't know yet. We don't know. But definitely the two entropies in the game. And it's actually kind of cool because Like, we're not starting yet from what I understand, but we're already in the transition of moving to that. And my team got 3rd place, so we definitely got some good stuff, new skin and everything. I just gotta actually get them because, you know, I gotta luck back in the game. But it's pretty goddamn awesome to see that game still going forward.
And that's how it's done.
Congratulations. You win a trophy.
But now, it's time to move forward with all that and go on to the course of the main antagonist, Oxide Station. Here we go. This course is so goddamn amazing now. The look is, I wouldn't say the same as the original, because it's not. Like, the tones are the same, but other than that, they are, no. The thing about this course is that this course has a bit of a linear design to it. A much more linear design than it did in the original. Just, okay, maybe not much more. I'd say slightly more, honestly. I'm probably hyping it up too much. But I just love what they've done with the course for Nitro-Fueled, because if you get Blue Flame on this course, if you know how to keep it, it is so goddamn rewarding. Because, oh my gosh. And you know what? This is probably like my 2nd time ever touching this course with acceleration, so... Oh my, are you serious? Well, so much for that. Yo, so much for that. But you know what? We got more laps. But yeah, let's say, when I learned more about the course on top of that for the developer times, how I actually play this now with Drift is, god dang it, it's so amazing. Because like, it feels like it all makes sense now. That's just kind of my thing. Like, it didn't make sense before. This dude really does not want me to touch 1st place. And its engine, of course. He doesn't like the fact that I critiqued this course. Take that. Oh my gosh. But there's just... I'm sorry. It's just like... When I played this for the dev time, it all made sense now. And when it did make sense, it feels like a pretty sweet course to play on, even online. Granted, I'm not going to be choosing this course a lot online, but when it does pop up, it's like, yo, I am so down to play it. Only thing I'm not too big a fan of is, well, you just saw earlier, this freaking jump over here. Because half the time, at some point when I played this, I actually got on the other track. And this was pre-patch. So, if you get on that track on pre-patch, like when the game first came out pre-patch, you literally get 8th place just because of that just because you got on that track. 8th place for virtually nothing. But now they put like essentially like a death plane there, so, you know, it's a lot more generous than it was before. Like, that was so trash, bro. Like, and that was online too, so there was no resetting races or anything like that. I just had to hold that. Like, it was beyond disgusting that I basically was in the lead for 2 whole laps, and then that happened. It kind of reminds me of the Electron Avenue glitch that I found out about one of the shortcuts, the unintentional ones, not the. Like the unintentional one with like Uka and the boost. When I did that, at first I thought I found a way to get back into the race. But all that did was just reset the lap count. So now I had to play basically 4 laps instead of 3 total. Just so I can get back to where I was. Of course I'm not going to make that. It's Electron Avenue. Online, everyone's going to be using that blue speed.
And that's how it's done.
It's just, oh my gosh. But yo, I believe we got the boss after this, so.
What, you call that racing? Forget about it. If you's gonna race Oxide, you's gonna have to get past me first. I'm the speed champion here, and I'm gonna save the world. For a sizable fee, of course.
Alright, so anyway, it's actually kind of insane that, like, that there's also something in the, inside the game, like, inside of On the Run. I'm not gonna post anything about it here, just know that if you use Twitter, you'll probably find out about it there. If not, someone ends up talking about it on YouTube as well. So, I'm pretty sure some Crash Tuber is gonna mention it, so be ready for that. Not really a bad thing, just be on the lookout for that if you want to be free from any kind of anything that could spoil the surprise. And that's all I gotta say. Pinstripe. Pinstripe's actually a pretty cool character when you know about him more in the games outside of the main Crash games. And that includes this one, even though I know it's a spin-off, but like, I'm talking about like the main games that everyone knows about when it comes to Crash. Like, even Crash Boom Bang has a bit of an interesting character when it comes to talking about Pinstripe. And Tawna too, but I'm pretty sure if you haven't read the manga, you're not gonna get that. Which is actually kind of cool because Boom Bang actually references a lot of things within the Crash Bandicoot manga. It just feels so weird that knowing after the fact that how the game actually came out versus all the stuff they have inside the game. It's like, bro, that's not fair. We had something that could have been we could have something like really interesting being put in the other in like more Crash games, but no, oh no, we can't have that. But you know, I have no idea if I ever even have the temptation to even touch Boom Bang again. Like, it's a pretty interesting game, but for all of the wrong reasons. And to the surprise of absolutely no one, I'm sure, I've never seen any kind of multiplayer feature with that game whatsoever. It has multiplayer, I just never seen it in action. There's a lot, and the thing is, it's crazy because like, of the very few Crash games that actually have multiplayer of some sorts, and I'm mostly talking like both versus and co-op. Like, let's think about it for a second. There's Team Racing, Bash, NASCAR, Tag Team Racing. Hope I'm not forgetting anything. Technically Fusion. I think Huge Adventure and Entrance have a multiplayer mode of some sort. The Radical Entertainment era games of the Titans, Mind Over Mutant. And then this game. I think that's it. And of course Boom Bang, but I think that's it. I'm pretty sure I'm missing a game somewhere, but I don't know. I did say Bash, didn't I? Because I really don't want to talk more about Bash.
So, you's beat me fair and square. I doubt you'll be this lucky with Oxide. Here's a key for your troubles. Ah, brother. Well, the little terror vermin has finally collected all the trophies to become world champion. What took you so long? Now we prove who the fastest driver really is.
Alright, now we're not going to be doing that for a while. In fact, we're going to go right back. So I'll see you there. Okay, we're back. So, in the next part, we'll take care of the tokens in Citadel City. There we go. So, this is for signing up. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay insane, but most especially, stay warped. Stay warped!